And now we know who the two people in the closely watched special election to fill the vacated seat formerly occupied by Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. We now know who the two people will be who go to the runoff in the special election to fill the remainder of that seat. You see the graphic on your screen right now. Last night's special election that had well over a dozen candidates on the ballot ended with Shawn Harris, a Democrat, and Clay Fuller, a Republican, as the two top vote getters. They now head to a runoff coming up in just a few weeks. Our Ariana Manise has a look at how the whole night unfolded.
Two candidates emerged at the top of what was a crowded field, beating out 17 candidates for the runoff slots. Democrat Shawn Harris won 37% of the vote, while Republican Clay Fuller came in second with 34%. Fuller, a district attorney, entered this race with an endorsement from President Trump. Harris, a retired Army general and cattle rancher, previously ran against Marjorie Taylor Greene in the 2024 general election. With the race now down to just two candidates, both candidates are already making their case to voters ahead of April's runoff election.
I think for too long in this district, we only want to just represent a small piece. What I'm saying, I want to represent everybody. I want to even represent the people that didn't even vote for me. That is the difference in leadership, and that's the type of leadership I'm going to bring to the
I think you see that in the results tonight. They want to know who President Trump was endorsing in this race, and that's why they came out in droves to support him, because they know they want an America First fighter on Capitol Hill fighting for his policies that are going to make a difference for our community.
The runoff between Harris and Fuller is set for April 7th. While Harris finished with the most votes in Tuesday's special election, the district has historically leaned Republican, and the GOP vote was split among several different candidates in this crowded field. And with the race now down to two candidates, Republicans may coalesce around Fuller heading into the runoff race. Meanwhile, the winner will serve the remainder of Greene's term through the end of the year, but voters in the district could head back to the polls again in May for the primary, which is scheduled to take over and have that full term representing Georgia's 14th district. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Ariana Manise for 11 Alive.
So let's give you a little more context now. And one question we get frequently asked is, why is there a runoff? Somebody got the most votes in last night's special election. You see the graphic on your screen again. Why didn't the top vote getter automatically just go on, be declared the winner, and go to fill the remainder of this term? The answer is that in Georgia, you've got to get more than 50% of the vote, a majority, 50% plus one extra vote. And that's how you become the winner in a situation like last night, where you had candidate Shawn Harris get a plurality of the vote, but not a majority. That triggers a runoff, and that's exactly what we're going to see take place up in the 14th district in northwest Georgia in that runoff that is coming up, the special election runoff on April 7th. As Ariana pointed out in her reporting, if you're in the northwest corner of our state, you're going to be doing a lot of voting coming up, because not only do you now have the special election runoff between Shawn Harris and Clay Fuller, that's just to determine who fills Marjorie Taylor Greene's old seat for the duration of her term that's got about 9 months left on it. Come May, in the general primary, voters are going to go to the polls again to select the Republican and Democratic nominees to fill the upcoming two-year term for the 14th congressional district. That may be a crowded field as well on the Republican side, in which case you would have a runoff of the general primary that follows the May primary. And then you got the November election. It all shakes out to a lot of voting if you're up in northwest Georgia. But it began last night. The next step is April 7th, when the special election runoff between Shawn Harris and Clay Fuller will take place.